welcome to Automation 2050 channel. If you are seeing this video first, so please like, share and subscribe to Automation 2050 channel. So we are going to now cover about the topic of hypothesis testing. So hypothesis testing is otherwise called as significant testing, which are ubiquitous in the traditional statistical analysis. So the purpose is to learn whether random change might be responsible for an observed effect. So the key terms are null hypothesis, alternative hypothesis. There are different types of hypothesis: simple hypothesis, complex, empirical, null, and alternative, logical, statistical. We are now going to cover about H0 and H1. So it's another definition. It's an act in statistics whereby an analyst tests an assumption regarding a population parameter. So this methodology employed by the analyst depends on the nature of the data and also the reason for the analysis. So it's very important in machine learning. So the key terms are null hypothesis, the hypothesis that chance is to blame. An alternative hypothesis is counterpoint to the null, what you hope to prove. So one-way test that counts a chance results only in one direction. Two-way test hypothesis tests that counts a chance results in two directions. So misinterpreting the randomness. So I am going to, before going to this null hypothesis, I will tell you the misinterpreting the randomness. So one important thing is, as you all know, there is an A-B test. So in a properly designed A-B test, you can collect the data on the treatments A and B in such a way that any observed difference between A and B must be due to either first one will be either random chance in assignment of subjects or a true difference between A and B. So a statistical hypothesis test is further analysis of an A bar B test or any randomized experiment to assess whether random chance is a reasonable explanation for the observed difference between groups A and group B. This is a statistical hypothesis test. So if you are going to the null hypothesis, it's a logical contract one. So hypothesis test, null hypothesis is uses the following logic. So I will tell you the logics, and also it's null hypothesis, the hypothesis that chance is to blame. So given the human tendency to react to unusual but random behavior and interrupt it as something meaningful and real. In our experiments, we will require prove that the difference between group is more extreme than what chance might reasonably produce. So this involves a baseline assumption that the treatments are equivalent and any difference between the groups is also due to the chance. So the baseline assumption is termed as the null hypothesis. Our hope is then that we can in fact prove the null hypothesis wrong. So and show that the outcomes or the output for groups A and B are more different than what chance might produce. So it's a logical contract embodying the notion that nothing special has happened and any effect you observe is due to random chance. So that is called null hypothesis. So as I already stated, null hypothesis is the chance is to blame, and we are going to the alternative hypothesis. So alternative hypothesis is counterpoint to the null. That is what you hope to prove. So this is a reality H1. So a hypothesis test by their nature involve not just a null hypothesis but also an offsetting alternative hypothesis. Some examples I will give you. So null is equal to something like no difference between means of group A and group B. Alternative is equal to A is different from B. So null is equal to A less than or equal to B. Alternative is equal to B greater than A. This is alternative hypothesis. And null is equal. So for example, I will tell you. I will actually tell you. Repeat it again. So null is equal to A less than or equal to B. Alternative is equal to B greater than A. Null is equal to B is not x% greater than A. Alternative is equal to B is x% greater than A. Okay, so this I will if I am going to tell you again, hope you understand it. So first one is null, second one is alternative. So these are all the two things we are seeing it. Alternative hypothesis is a hypothesis used in the hypothesis testing that is contrary to the null hypothesis. So a null is equal to a less than or equal to b. So alternative is equal to, it is proving that b is greater than a. This is the first case. Second case is null is equal to b is not x% greater than a. The alternative hypothesis is equal to b is x% greater than a. It is proving that b is x% greater than a. So taken both these hypotheses together, the null and the alternative hypothesis must account for all the possibilities. So that is the nature of null hypothesis determine the structure of the hypothesis test. So I will give you some formula also. So this is a test of this is a table. This is a hypothesis test table for machine learning. I will give you the link of this image also. So hope this is a short video for the hypothesis testing. I will research more and more about it and tell you what is all about. So thanks for I will publish another video related to hypothesis testing, how to interpret the p-values and all. So hope you gain some information, the outline structure of hypothesis testing. Thanks for watching my video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to Automation 2050 channel. Thank you.